I'm back. It doesn't show that though. What? And we're back. I'm not seeing it though. Where am I live from? Should be my public profile. If not, I don't want it on my business page. There we go. Okay. Hi again, Patricia. All right. And we're back. Okay. I wonder what this guy, I wonder if that's what he was. Yeah, it's on the public profile. Yeah. There she is. There she is. Shantae is this on here this time. Hi again. Hi again. I am no master. I know nothing. Last time it wouldn't show your name, or it wouldn't show me your comments, Shantae, on here, just on here. Yeah. Hope Leona Sue jumps back on. I did not want to talk about COVID, but that's okay. That's okay. Thank you. Yep, I forgot. Let's share. Oops. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Thalia. How are you? There she is. That was weird. It's actually not that weird because it happens to me all the time. Not only because my vibration is high, but because my blood type. I kill the batteries. Yeah, electronics go crazy. I'm not on my phone. I'm on my computer, and no, it just kicked me off. It does that quite often. Quite often. There's been times I've had to jump back on 3 or 4 times. Yep. Oh, nothing. Well, it just kicked me off. All day long. I was telling Amy, I said it takes me 10 times longer than the normal person just to put up a post. Because if I get close to my phones, if I'm like this, and I have headphones on so that I don't have to have my phone so close to me. But I forget, so I'm talking in the phone even though I have my headphones on, and it'll just shut off randomly all day long, over and over and over. Yep. Or go to something else. Depends on my mood sometimes. Yeah. Because of keywords. Yeah. Yeah. That could be of that that keyword. I was saying that even though the pain of grief never goes away completely, I've gotten to the place in my life that I laugh more more than I cry when memories get triggered. That's good. That's good, yeah. Um Let's talk about grief for a minute, shall we? I don't, for me, grief does go away. It does. If you heal it, it goes away. And in healing that, it takes time. It takes a belief that works for you. You know what I mean? To me, death is birth. It is life. It is getting back to our light being, beautiful energy selves. It's connectedness. It's wholeness. Here, this is just having an experience. I mean, this is like my jungle gym, my park. It's I'm here to play and have a good time. And I don't believe everybody is meant to be in our lives on a constant basis. I don't believe that I own my kids. I believe that they're their own beings. They're on their own paths. I know that my soul was way older than my mother's, my human mother's, and that played a big role in my thought process and in my beliefs. I was like, wow, I'm an older soul than my mother, but my mother is my authority figure. You know, not that I listened anyway. Oh, goodbye. Wait, it was my fault. I thought we could talk about anything. Here. Oh, you can. Yeah. What do you mean? What's going on? RH negative blood. Yep. Can she not hear us? What's going on? I'll just really be quiet from now on. No, 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 no. What is going on? No. Who said something to make Leona Sue feel like she said something wrong? Because there is no right or wrong here. That doesn't belong here. So if you're feeling like you did something right or wrong, it let me know what happened that made you feel that way because I'll fix it. There is no right or wrong. I don't know if she can see our posts. Oops. What made her think that? I was saying, even though the pain of grief, yeah, okay, I answered that. I was talking with Kez yesterday when music came through for a few seconds. That's cool, Karen. They don't allow certain conversation. Oh, you mean about COVID? Well, they can kick me off again. COVID, COVID, COVID. We can talk about it if I want to talk about it. Yeah, because I'll jump back on and then they can kick me off and I'll go to a different platform. See, she said, hello, is anyone there? I don't think that she can see our posts. Annette, why the chat went down? What? Annette, I think she misunderstood. Okay. Misunderstood what though? I don't understand what she misunderstood. How do you handle that? To be an older soul like your mother. She is your 30. Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. It was kind of neat. Um, well, luckily before that realization, um, I knew what my mother's traumas were. I knew what my trauma was. And I knew that the actions that we put in place due to our trauma, they become second nature. We don't even realize that we're doing them most of the time. Why the chat was closed? Oh, it's not her fault. No, not at all. Maybe I should message her. Hold on. I will go to the volcano. I wonder if she's got me blocked. It's not finding her. Maybe I spelled her name wrong. No, there she is. Okay, I found her. You're not friends on Facebook. Ah, okay. I have to change that. Morano. Volcano. Please come back to the chat. You didn't do anything wrong. There was nothing done that was your fault. Um, please come back. Come on, phone. There we go. All right. We should be able to have freedom of speech. Yeah, we should. Kim. Hey, Kim. Yes, that was the chat closed. I get kicked off my chats all the time. Yeah, that's a normal thing for me. Right, Deborah? I get kicked off all the time. Hey, Dustin, why do you want to go out there so bad? Dustin, can you open the door for Scruffy? I think he wants to get out. He's excited to see you. I don't know. Oh, okay. Treat time. Ah! They shut the door on him. You thought you were gonna get a treat. I'm sorry, baby. You'll have to wait till after I'm done. Thank you, Karen. All right. Well, that's too bad. Well, I'll have to message her, send her love messages. Hi, Jules. How are you? Look at what I got. My. Oh, you want to see? Look at Scrubby standing up. He thought it was food. He's a food whore, but he already ate his food. So you gotta wait. All right. I think it might have been this app too, because it said there was an error. Unless Facebook blocked it, I don't know. But either way, it's done. It's over. So let's start talking about it. What should we talk about? We got. I got. I don't remember what I was saying. So let's start with the biggest struggle or your hardest struggle. It'll lead us back to it. If it was meant to be said, it will happen. There's guidance. I got kicked off. Guidance. We're back too. You made it just in time. What was that? Here, I'll look. Hold on. What a beautiful life. What a beautiful life. What a beautiful life. This is one of my favorite songs. Oh no, it's in the other one. What kind of witch was Leona Sue asking about? Tony Lee? Some guy wrote on Facebook, "Hi, where are you located?" Yeah, like I'm going to tell you my address or something. People are funny. I feel like my spiritual gifts are going to flourish after doing shadow work. It helps. It helps. But it also depends. Yeah. If that's what's blocking you, then yeah. After. I believe that we are all things. All things. We are everything, and we are energy beings. And our beliefs, our thoughts, when carried with an emotion, become a belief. That belief carries its own vibration. And when our spiritual, our physical, our mental and emotional vibrations are a match, that's when manifestation is at its utmost biggest, I guess, or best, maybe. But a lot of times we believe things. That's what I was getting at. The actions we put in place due to our trauma, people pleasing, or always saying, I'm sorry, that was me. I said it about everything. Oh, I'm sorry. Because I was taught to believe that I was always wrong. And it was always my fault. So I said, I'm sorry all the time. I had that word in my vocabulary more than any other word, I swear. But once I realized that I knew, I mean, I had healed that. I had gone back and done the shadow work, and I no longer believed that. But when we consciously decide to believe a belief or not believe a belief, we have to also look at what actions we do every day that stem from that trauma as well. We got to make sure our body language, our words, and our thoughts match up with our beliefs, not our old beliefs. It gets kind of complicated. You were taught that women are subpar. Yeah, secondary for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, like yeah. If somebody said, "Oh, I'm having a bad day," oh, I'm sorry, because it was my fault. Yeah, that's why I rarely say. I'll say I'm sorry for your loss, and I really don't like saying that either. Even though I am, I feel bad for you, but it's so programmed. I don't like saying those words. You know what I mean? I'd like to come up with something else. But yeah, we put physical and I mean, when we get our heart broken, we put up that wall because we don't want it to happen again. But you know what? That wall wasn't made to be left there. It was made to be put up while our heart healed and we were back to clarity of thought. And then, we were supposed to be taught to bring it down so that we can not only give love, but receive it as well without fear. But we weren't taught that. We were only taught half of what we needed, which is most things in life. Kind of figuring it out for ourselves. So so even though I didn't believe that it was my fault or everything was, my fault, I was still doing those actions until it got brought to my awareness and I was able to consciously stop because I didn't even know. I didn't even realize I was doing it. Dad's mom left at age 3. Grandpa hated women after she left 11 kids behind. So generational issues. Yeah. Yeah. It happens. Hello, Helen. Hello. How are you? Anything for me, please? I'm not doing tarot. We're talking about trauma. We're talking about our belief systems and stuff like that. Yep. This is let's talk about it. So, a belief, our core beliefs, or what our core beliefs should be our root, our root belief. And I use that like a tree, okay? Our core beliefs are the roots of a tree. We're the trunk, and our actions and our words and our thoughts are the branches, okay? So, like, if we say, I hate, I hate going over bridges, okay? I hate going over bridges. I'm not going to go over a bridge if I can help it. Hold on. It's a lot for everyone in here. What's a lot? Did I miss something? What's a lot, Annette? Okay, so happy to find out about my grandparents. Now I finally have your tree together. That's awesome. That kind of that statement right there brings me back to that other topic, but all things are possible. My root belief, right? Do your actions line up with that root belief that all things are possible? Do your words that come out of your mouth or the thoughts that come into your head support that belief? Eating Reese's. Nice. Reese's peanut butter cup egg. Well, maybe. Wait a minute. Maybe it's your issue. I don't believe we have issues. I know I say that a lot. That's another convo I had today. About our words. No egg. Okay. I did a video as a Reese's peanut butter cup egg. That's why I was asking her if she was eating a Reese's peanut butter cup egg. And a lot of my actions don't line up with my beliefs either. A lot of people don't know what their core beliefs are until they're asked questions. What does that mean to you? Do you believe this is true? And if they say yes, say okay, and then you break it down. Because I think it's possible. Hold on. For someone to change, but I keep repeating and getting the same results. Okay, so you believe it's possible for someone to change, or do you believe it's possible for you to change? Um, the first step in change is being ready and wanting it enough to keep the motivation going, and then gaining the momentum needed to accomplish it. Does that make sense? I can feel it in my body coming together. It's bloody beautiful. I just have to break the curse. I don't believe in curses, believe it or not. I don't believe it. I believe it's, I believe that we create that with our thoughts. Okay. Okay. She asked if there was something in the cards for her today. Oh, so I answered that there is a lot for everyone in here. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I left myself to the point. Sorry, I'm posting that one. Both. Okay. Around when nothing changes. Wait a minute. Getting off. Wait a minute. Your biggest issue when nothing changes. I don't think I understand completely. Getting off the merry-go-round when nothing changes. The dots are starting to connect. They're halfway connected. So I don't even bother getting on anymore. You mean that hamster wheel? I'm gonna do that. I could do a video. Oh my god! I just had a great idea. Hold on, let me write it down because I'll forget it. Where's my pen? All right. What goes around comes around. Yeah, yeah. We could talk about karma. Yep, that hamster wheel. Right? We all should be fucking thin. That's all I got to say. It ain't fair. No, Scruffy, you're gonna have to wait. No, I told you, I warned you all day, and I know you don't speak English, but that's not my problem. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. He just looks at me like, whatever. Oh, my glasses broke today. So you know what I did? I lit a candle and I dipped it in the wax so it wouldn't hurt my face. Till I can get to the store and get them fixed. I was thinking, well, I could super glue, like an eraser or a cotton ball to it. That looked kind of funny. Big old cotton ball. Okay, so let's go back to what Amy was saying. I gotta rewind or scroll up a little bit. Okay, hold on. You believe people can change. Okay, and then I said, all things are possible is your root belief. Hi, Stacy. How are you? Okay. So, what is needed? What belief? You say you believe that all things are possible, but yet change doesn't come. Or you believe people can change, but change doesn't come. You keep running into that brick wall, or you're still on the hamster wheel. Um, so there's something. Either you don't truly believe that, or there's some actions and thought processes that are still limiting you from believing it to its fullest. Does that make sense? Because the hamster thinks he's going somewhere, right? He does. He believes it wholeheartedly. I am putting that belief of all things are possible. You're pulling. Oh, you're pulling it behind you. That's that's awesome. Yep. Have a happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too. When's Easter? When is Easter? I don't even know when Easter is. People can change, but they have to want it for themselves before it can happen, right? And they have to have the tools in order to make it happen. You know what I mean? We can want something all we want. That isn't going to be enough. It doesn't just happen because we want it. I want lots of stuff, believe me. But until I put the action steps in place to get it, or and other stuff, it's on Sunday. Okay, thank you. Yep, yep. Um, you know, manifestation. They tell you affirmations. Affirmations will help you manifest. You got to believe it. You got to say it. First of all, I heard you got to say it every day, every day, every day. And once you keep saying it, that's what a belief is. It's something that you said to yourself many times because you were starting to see proof of it happening, or what you thought was proof, and it became a belief. So, an affirmation, if you say it enough, it's going to become a belief. And once you believe it, then there's an emotion, a vibration given to it. I'm going to stop saying emotion, okay? There's a vibration given to it, okay? And that vibration is what will eventually match your vibration, which will manifest it. Did that make sense? If you want hard enough, you can find the tools, right? Um, that depends also, believe it or not. Um, I believe it's more possible. hmm You know, I wish it was. I wish it was a lot easier, but it's more like the roots of a plant, all tangled and intertwined and many different roads. Normally, someone to help you change your thoughts. Right, right. The more you talk to people and hear different perspectives, see, that's what I was going to come on here and do, was tell you some of my traumas, some of my childhood, and tell you how I saw it then and how I see it now. Um, and most people, think it's an amazing thing. I don't. It was just the way it was, or the way I thought it or saw it. But it helped me. It helped me tremendously to get through it. Not that I went through it without, sometimes I can talk about it like I went through that abuse without being traumatized, but I wasn't by any means. Just because I seen it different doesn't mean that it physically didn't happen or hurt. That didn't make, that the physical part and the just because my thought process was different didn't mean it didn't traumatize me. That's what I'm trying to say. And I still had to go back and I still had to visit it and I still had to do that work. And it wasn't easy. It's yeah, normally someone. Okay. So I don't even know where to start. Start at birth. From birth to 11 years old, I was raped, tortured, and beaten. Um, I hate saying that because I had really good parents. They just didn't know. Um, till I was 11, 10 or 11 years old, till I finally stood up to that person, by my brother. And there was a couple cousins too. But when it was happening, or as I was growing up, I was, I don't know if it's the empath or what it was, but I was able to see that I wasn't the one that that person hated, that it was himself that he hated so much because he, in turn, that cycle, he was abused and he was reliving that cycle. And, I've seen it from a lot of different angles. But because I was able to see that it wasn't me that he hated, and I could feel his trauma. I relived his trauma because I tap into energies, and energy holds a vibration. And that vibration, it has a wonderful story. Years later, I brought him out to eat for lunch or dinner, whatever it was, with my kids. And I looked him in his eye and I said, I forgive you. And in mid bite, this grown man crumbled like a rag doll, like a baby. hmm I didn't need to forgive him because I had already forgiven myself. I had already done the work. I had already went back and I healed. I hate that word healed as well, but I attached a different emotion to it. I needed, no, he needed me to forgive him in order for him to move on. In order for that cycle to break, he needed me to forgive him in order for him to forgive himself. And I was very proud that day that I got to be a person that broke such a huge cycle. I think I was too late, but better late than never. Am I talking to myself? Is this still going? Yeah, it's still going. Oh, I see. I see the hearts and stuff now. Leona Sue is back. Now I'm not getting any messages on there, only here. Oh, maybe not. No, I see it. Okay, you were just listening, huh? Well, thank you. Nobody's ever paid that much attention. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back. Did you get my message, Leona Sue? Did you get my message? Shut up. You know, I want to say my parents didn't know, but my mom was not without her own trauma. She was one that if you don't see it, maybe it'll go away. Yeah, don't acknowledge it. It'll just go away. Hey, Aaliyah, how are you? So, I don't believe that she didn't know. Um, I know that I never told her. Trying to send care emojis, it won't work. Oh, I did. I thought I saw them. I don't tell my story a lot because I don't need anybody to feel sorry for me because I am very much deep seated in gratitude for that experience. And I would do it again in a minute. It is what made me who I am today. It is what gave me the experience I needed to help others. And it's what I came back for, bottom line. I know that a lot of people feel that these horrible things that happen to children are pointless. They're awful. They are horrifying. And they are to a point. I am very grateful for mine. Again, I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would go through that again and again. If it meant I got through and I was able to help even one person, bottom line. And there's no, yeah, I've explored that many times to make sure that is what I believe. And I do. Maybe someday. Maybe that's why you were brought into my life. You know, I see it as a beautiful thing. I mean, I've died 3 times. I've drowned 3 times in in pools of water. I got brought back. That's why I celebrate my birthday, because I'm just happy to be here for another year. Yep. Thank you, Aaliyah. You know, I haven't had an easy life. It still isn't easy, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy every minute of it. Even when I'm mad and I'm throwing my big girl baby temper tantrums. It's another thing. A lot of people believe in wrong or right. They believe in bad and good. I believe it just is. It just is. There's no emotion to it. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is. A lot of people can't wrap their head around that. It took me a long time to wrap my head around it. Desley, my sister. You're going to want to listen to this recording. Yep. We we choose everything before we come to this experience. Right. That's one belief. Yep. You made it. I'm so happy you're here. You're gonna have to rewind this. Listen, I talked about my childhood and how I see it. Yep. Um, what was I getting at? Now I got off topic. Shoot. I was brought here for a reason. You were. Yeah, you were. And I believe my childhood has a lot to do with that, because we have a lot in common. And you don't see it the same way I do. Yeah. When I put it on YouTube, I will I'll send you the link. Okay? Let me write that down so I don't forget that. You know that my daughter just recently found out about my childhood. She never even knew. Yep. I didn't even realize that, because I thought I to me I talk about it, but yet I don't. I don't. Yeah. I can talk about it, but it's not a topic that comes up quite often. What is it, baby? Hi. Come here. You want to be the star of the show? There he is. There he is. Oh, are you a victim? Yeah, because I told you no food. Yeah. Uh-huh. He's like, whatever. Okay, it won't. It's not posted yet because we're doing it right now, but it will be by tomorrow, and it'll be labeled "Let's Talk About It: Childhood Trauma." That's what it's gonna be. Yep. We all must live a lifetime for each. I love it. Thank you for saying this. For each of the people in our lives, in order to learn the the entirety of love and living life to its fullest. That's another belief. Yes. I like that. Scrappy, yeah. um I am always saying, well, okay, if you believe this theory of reincarnation, you know, I don't believe there's any right or wrong belief. I'll say it again. What you believe is right. If it's serving you, then it's right. We have to every once in a while go and revisit our core beliefs. First, we have to figure out what those core beliefs are, and then visit them every once in a while to find out if they're helping us or hindering us. And if they're hindering us and we are consciously going to choose to believe something else, have a new truth, then we have to first make that conscious decision, but visit everything that's attached to that old belief, our mannerisms, our thought processes, our walls, and bring them down. My washing machine, what? It just arrived. Yay, congratulations. I think I need shadow work on my traumas, but I'm just scared. It's okay to be scared. Yep, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I keep almost getting to is a lot of people believe that being angry is bad. Being sad is bad. Yeah, I was always taught, it's a sign of weakness. You don't cry. You don't cry. You stuff it. Um, I used to joke around about being a Thanksgiving turkey because I'm so stuffed. we all we all could do it. I mean, it doesn't. Never mind. I was gonna say it doesn't hurt, but it does. I take that back. It can hurt, but it is key to feel those feelings and validate those feelings. Acknowledge that they're there for a reason. When you hurt your foot and when you stub your toe, that's your body's way of saying something's wrong. You need to sit down. You know, I need to heal. Our emotions are the same thing. It's saying there's something wrong. You need to fix this. You need to nurture this so that I can feel better or get better. And our emotions, a lot of another thing is people say, "Oh, you need to release that. You need to release that. You should do shadow work and release that." They don't tell you how to release that. How do you release something? Anybody got any answers for that one? I do, but that bothered me a lot. I'm like, okay, yay, you said that and you're right, but tell them how to do it. Tell them what they could try that might help them understand it, in order to release it. Okay. And then we got to the next level of spirituality where you have to feel your feelings in order to release them. A lot of people don't know how to feel their feelings. They don't even know how to begin to feel their feelings. Well, I feel like this is my first life, but I have had many, many temples. Wait a minute. My first life, but I have had many, many temples. Like I am a virgin 200. I thought you said virgin. I was like, what? Temples and virgins. That's awesome. Face it and forgive it. But how do you face it? And then how do you find forgiveness? How do you do that, Desley? Okay, most things are easier said than done. Come to terms with it and how you are reacting to it, right? But reactions are some of those actions that we put in place due to the trauma in the first place. That's one of the branches. Um, when you're ready, it will happen. I was so scared to hold on. Where'd it go? Okay. I was so scared to make sure you find a safe person. I'm going to tell you guys right here now, it is different for everybody. I can tell you what other other people have tried. I can tell you what I've done, but I can tell you that it's going to be different for you. Take it, tweak it, and make it your own, depending upon what you're releasing. Running, yelling, writing, venting. Yeah, yeah, that helps. Okay. Did it show up? No? Okay. Um, let's see. Leslie, I have no idea. Right. And people and animals come into your life to help. I'm grateful for everything. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody, do we believe in circumstance or happenstance? Or do we believe everything happens for a reason? Go back and visit your childhood years. It's something you have to do to begin your journey. I don't believe you have to do anything except for find what works for you. And that's going to be felt in your chest. It's going to be felt in your heart, in your soul. You're going to know when it's right. There's going to be no second guessing, no wondering. No. When you get a tarot reading and it resonates and you're like, yeah, wow, that's amazing, or a horoscope, and you're like, whoa, just blown away. That's your truth. That is your truth right there. That resonated with your soul. It spoke to you because it was meant for you to hear. Okay. Hey, Mystical. Go into your soul, and your inner child will help you heal in your shadow work. I love that you said it like that. And release what doesn't serve you anymore. Right. How do you know what's not serving you if you haven't asked if it's still, what no longer is serving you is a limited belief. A lot of times we don't even realize that it's a our belief is limited until we ask ourselves, until we dive deep and ask why, or is this beneficial or is it detrimental? Is it helping or hindering me? Hi, Amanda. My problem is I disassociate when I try. Explain disassociate a little bit so everybody can understand. Will you please? Just a little bit. Weird. I just got kicked off. What? I didn't even know you were here. Everything happens for a reason. Okay. I believe that too. I believe that too. But I was telling Patricia earlier that in order to know that I believe everything happens for a reason, I had to explore it on a level that was, yeah, one of the worst levels. I was faced with why, no, I think that was in the first video. I got kicked off. There's going to be two videos, by the way. I'm more of a things happen for a reason more than of a this is this the journey. This is the journey I must take and go through to get to the end kind of thing. I must I must go through to get to the end. As you can tell, I'm a little confused. Okay, when I was a cutter, I I did this meditation with suggestions from Teal Swan. My inner child was crying when she saw me cutting. Still had still have problems with it now. Okay, I love Teal Swan, by the way. But I too believe I don't believe everything she believes. I believe my truth, my soul. Disassociation is when your mind tries to put you in a bubble or cuts you from your emotions. So you fragment, you cuts you from your emotions or separates you from your emotions, right? There's the button. Okay. I believe cutting is a good thing. I believe cutting is a good thing. I know it is. Scientifically, when you cut yourself, whether it's your finger on purpose or mistake, it releases endorphins needed to not only help you with pain, but help you from depression. It can help you with your anxiety. It it's almost immediate. Same with breath work. I mean, I do agree you should probably do breath work before cutting, but I believe that people find what works for them. And I'll support whatever works for you. I do have boundaries. Don't worry. Okay, heal and release what you don't need in the present that has hurt you from the past and to move forward. Right, right. I wasn't saying you were wrong, Mystical. Um, I'm saying that everybody is right. What works for you is beneficial, right? What helps you move forward is beneficial, so it's right. It's your truth. I haven't cut since May, almost a year now. Awesome. You've come a long way in the last year. I like Teal Swan. A few things have shifted from her first word. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She keeps adding. Because she's growing as well. She's still learning and still healing too. Yep. More of a things happen for a reason. More of this is the journey. Did you just. Oh, wait a minute. Kind of thinking. I didn't know there was a difference. Isn't your journey? Yeah, it does. See, that's what doesn't make sense to me. I believe everything happens for a reason, but I am, and I do believe I'm. This is my journey, though, too. They use they used to cut the CCX demons back in the day, right? What is a CCC demon or a CCX demon? Oh, wait, no, no, that wouldn't be that. We need to think of healthier ways to release endorphins. Why is it unhealthy? Do you not gain scars at work, at play? I mean, one time I was chasing my kids around the house or the outside of the house with a hose, and I have a huge scar on my arm because I got hurt because I hit the edge of the house and it hurt me. But I wouldn't have not done that again. You know what I mean? I wouldn't find a healthier way to play. I would be more careful. But that's an accident. So I guess okay. Let me think of a better alternative. Why can I just think someone healing and they heal? That's good. Right there, right there. Key. Why is I can because that's what I love you. That's why I believe we are all things. We are all healers because when we put intention with love and gratitude behind our thoughts, it resonates at this vibration that heals people. Anybody is possible. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. When we're energy, when we're not in this meat suit and we are energy, we're all things and nothing at the same time. It all boils down to we are energy beings here having a human experience. And that's what it is. And it's an experience. It just is. That's all. It's neither here or there. It's neither good or bad. It's neither white or black. It's balance. It's us. It's this brain that makes it bad or good, that makes it right or wrong. Um, because we have an emotion that's attached to a thought. We see something, we think, we automatically judge it, you know, that's bad or good. And then we attach, that's the attaching that emotion to it, and we carry it. We carry it, and we do this continuously through our lives, and we're building and building and building and carrying. Pretty soon we're the 10 of wands, only with a castle on our back, not 10 sticks. I think cutting ourselves is re-traumatizing. I think it is for some, but not all. I believe that everybody is different. You know, things to do now. Gerald. Right. You found new tools because you gained some knowledge needed from an experience and was given an opportunity to seek out new tools. Okay, okay, okay. I think cutting would be re-traumatizing for some people, but I don't believe, you know, my story is not your story. What works for me isn't going to work for you. So what doesn't work for me, it doesn't mean it's bad for you too. You know what I mean? I believe everybody is different. Everybody is unique. Even though we're all connected, we are all individuals in these bodies that we created, that we might have created. Um, and what works for me is not exactly what's going to work for you. Some of it might be take it, tweak it, make it your own. But who are we to say? I think that is re-traumatizing. So it's a bad thing for everybody. I expressing myself. Okay, okay. I wasn't saying you were wrong. I'm just saying. I guess what I'm trying to say in the grand scale of things is when we look outside of ourselves, then we're not looking within. And within is where we're going to find all those answers. Remember that feeling I said when you get that great reading or that horoscope or that epiphany, that awakening, whatever it is, that feeling you have when that when your soul is singing because something resonated so strongly with you, then that's your truth. And that truth is only going to be yours. And when we're looking outside of ourselves at what everybody else is thinking or doing, and we're judging what they're doing, we're not looking within. We're not paying attention to what we're doing, what we're thinking, and what our beliefs are. You know, I'm a blow up off the handle or cry like a baby. No middle for you. Me too. I believe we are all things. Yeah. Cutting is to feel something. Yes. Anything at that time of it. But it is dangerous. It can get dangerous. Yes. But some people have gotten so numb that they cut just to make sure they're alive. And to me, having that certainty or them having that certainty is a good thing. You know what I mean? It's nice to know you're alive sometimes. Cussing my head off generally helps me. Oh, therefore, I'm a sailor day and night. It serves a purpose. Right, right, right. And it becomes like a limited limited beliefs weren't originally limited. They were serving a purpose. They were good. They were benefiting us. when we went through an experience and we gained some growth and knowledge and changed our mind about something, then it became a limited belief. But usually we just say, okay, well, I'm going to believe this now. That makes more sense because that spoke to my soul. We don't visit the actions that we put in place due to that now limited belief that we do every day without even knowing it. You know, I feel good when I do full on dancing to Calvin Harris, like shaking, jumping, and releasing the energy and moving it. Yeah, you know why? Because it releases the chemicals needed in our brain. Yep. Exercise. A trance dance. You can do your own trance dance. Does anybody, or, this is me. That's my favorite song. Dancing to the beat of my own drum. My twin holds it I'm guiding her to release it like I do. So she can be a feel free whoever she wants to be. Yeah. Right. But Karen, that's good. I'm glad you're helping her. For a long time in my life, I helped people on a continual basis. And I did it so that I didn't have to deal with my own shit. Hey, sister, Cindy, how are you? Dance with the spirits, yes. Feelings. It's called I'm so close to you. Awesome. Send me a link. I knew what my purpose was when I was born, as far as I remember. I was pretty young, but I knew what my purpose was. I didn't know the grand scale of it, though. I came very, very close to cutting an artery. Yeah, it can get dangerous, like we said. I could have bled out. Yeah, that's why I am so passionate about this. I wouldn't want this to happen to anyone else. Right. But if we believe everything happens for a reason and for our highest good, then maybe that was their path. Maybe that was their journey. Maybe wasn't about us at all. Maybe it was about them and somebody else they knew, or you know what I mean? Um and not everybody cuts right there where there's an artery. You know, believe me, I've almost lost my son 3 times. I barely got him to the hospital because I found him bleeding out in my bathroom. I lifted that sack of potatoes like no tomorrow. I threw him in my truck and I brought him to the hospital 3 times. And I still was okay with him cutting on this side of his arm or doing what he needed to do to help himself feel better so that he didn't get to that point of suicide. It was his journey and it was mine to find him, you know, and to help him. But he wasn't doing it on accident. He wasn't cutting just because he wanted to cut to feel better. He was trying to end his life. Um, I spent 50 years taking care of other people, and it's hard learning how. It is. It is very hard. I still struggle. Yeah. Yep. That is so true. I'm good, Cindy. I'm good. Yep. Live cut herself. Yeah. I think it's for us to guide them or show them that, to cut yourself here is dangerous. To cut yourself here would be less. To write in your journal would be even less dangerous. You know, it's for us to help give them the tools needed or what works for them. You know what I mean? But to say it's a bad thing, it almost makes it worse for the person, because then when you think it's a bad thing, you have when I think, okay, let me rephrase. Okay, when I feel something is bad, I automatically, oh, you know what I mean? I do that. Oh, okay. We have these mannerisms or actions that we put in place due to an experience that we attached a negative emotion to. Okay, but for everybody, it's not so negative. Some people, it's even more negative. You know what I mean? But because we feel that way, when it happens in front of us, let's say that my one of my kids was here and they were cutting, and I was like, "Oh, you're doing that again," or maybe you shouldn't do that. Just in my body language alone, I'm shaming him. I'm making him feel guilty and ashamed of himself. Like I'm making him feel like he's done something wrong because I feel it's wrong unknowingly. You know what I mean? Does that make sense at all? And it's hard not to, because that was our experience. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it just is. Um, Another example is when we were kids. I've done this as a parent. My parent has done it to me. When let's say for instance, we wanted a toy that somebody else had, or we fell down and scraped our knee, or we were hungry and our mother said, no, you have to wait till dinner. And we started crying, throwing a fit. We were sad and we were probably mad and we were feeling our feelings. And the moment our parents said, quit crying, you don't have anything to cry about. Or, the other famous statement is, somebody's always got it, or somebody's got it worse than you. You really have no right to be crying or no reason to be crying. In that split second of that statement being said, is a trauma. Because when we were that young, we didn't have any unrealistic expectations. We had nothing. We were feeling our feelings like we were always meant to feel them. And when our authority figure said, quit crying, you don't have anything to cry about, we that confused us, because we're feeling this way and we know we're feeling this way, but our authority figure is telling us that we're wrong. So instantly we think there must be something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. And we put this people pleasing or whatever action into play that we put that into place so that that wouldn't happen again, because we didn't want our authority figure to think that something's wrong with us. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? We didn't mean to do that to our kids. That's just what we were taught. you know and until we're taught differently, or we're able to accept a different perspective, we don't know we're even doing anything wrong. I don't think we are. I don't think it's wrong. I think it just is. Does that make any sense? Hold on a minute. Cutting herself. She was in pain. Yeah. It helps with pain. It does. It will release the chemicals in your brain that help with pain relief as well. I used to cut when I was in my first marriage, which he was abusive. Yeah. Sometimes we go through these experiences that are so intense, we just react without thought, because we don't know. We don't know what else to do, because we weren't taught the tools needed. Did that make any sense at all? I would rather cut the abuser. Why? Why would you rather cut the abuser? Don't you, in that situation, we made that choice to be there. We make that choice to stay there. And we make that choice to leave when we hit rock bottom, when we've had enough. Numbness sucks. It does. Pretty much the point. You're not crazy. Who told you you were crazy? I'm crazy. Who told you you were crazy, Leslie? You're not crazy. I wish I had that. Right, I wish I had. Cut the abuser. See, those statements, the husband that abused their wives. What about the wives abused the husband? Okay, good. I'm glad nobody told you you were crazy. Okay, this is why I told this story, and you two didn't hear it, but I told the story of my childhood about being abused sexually. I mean, I was physically, mentally, emotionally, and physically abused for the first 11 years of my life from birth. Um, but I didn't look at it as a victim. I knew that I wasn't what he was so angry at. He was not only a teenager going through a blended family. My dad didn't treat him like one of his own. His dad was abusive. In fact, the abuse he was putting onto other people was the abuse that was done to him. He was created. He wasn't born evil. He wasn't born to be mean. He was abused. He was not without his own trauma. He wasn't trying to hurt me, or he was trying to hurt me, but he wasn't trying to hurt me because he hated me. He was trying to hurt me because he hated himself and he didn't know what else to do. It was a cycle. It was what he was taught. Um, so how could I hate him if he was a product of his own trauma? You know what I mean? I didn't love him either. I didn't like him very. I still don't. You know what I mean? But I knew it wasn't me he was hating. It was himself and his father. And his father hated his grandfather. You know what I mean? It was a cycle that wasn't going to stop until I stopped it. And in order for me to stop it, I had to see it for what it was, not for what my victim mentality told me it was. Things are a lot bigger than what we think until we stop ourselves and we look at things from all perspectives, all angles. Um, but if we keep thinking, you know, that we're victims, then we won't see it any other way until we can think of this experience didn't happen to me, it happened for me. What am I supposed to learn from this experience? And and in order to do that, sometimes you got to step outside of yourself. You have to take yourself out of that equation altogether. I wish I could explain how exactly, but step aside of your emotions to see it from somebody else's point of view. See it in a spiritual point of view. Does that make any sense? No excuse for abuse. Okay. Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong. Definitely, I'm not saying you're wrong. Everybody's truth is their own, and it's if it's benefiting you, then it is good. It's your truth. Stand tall in it. Just revisit those truths or those beliefs every once in a while to make sure they're benefiting you. A benefit, or what is it? Where is the word? Are they beneficial or are they detrimental? Are they keeping you stuck or are they helping you walk forward? That's it. That's all. To be where you are now, helping others. When I help others, I'm still healing myself, right? Just know that. I'm not without growth or needing growth and knowledge as well. But I didn't get here or where I am or how far I am without a lot of hard work, a lot of pain, a lot of experience. Yes, we took one for the team. That's right. That's right. I love you, Desley. I love you. To stop the truth. Right, right. That's what I was saying. There is no doubt in my heart and soul that I would do it again. I would go through that again in a heartbeat, in a moment. If it if I know it's helped one person, at least one. I mean, I'm not going to go through it for no reason, but but if it's going to help somebody, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind I would do it all again. I would go through worse. Yeah, I forgive mine, and then the hassle of the ex brought back more trauma. But we gotta be accountable for our part in it. You know, maybe not as kids, okay? Because kids, I'm not saying everybody, okay? But as adults, especially, we need to be accountable for our part in it. So many times I hear, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. And that person kept doing this and kept doing that and I didn't do anything. I said, were you still standing in the same room? Well, then you were doing something. That is your part in it. You need to own it because you could have walked out, it blows me away, or in a conversation. I kept telling them I didn't want to argue and they kept arguing. Okay, but how many times did you say, I don't want to argue? 15 times? Well, then you were arguing by saying that one statement. You were still arguing. There's no two ways about it. I mean, there is, though, because my truth is not their truth. It's just the way I see it. Doesn't make it true. What we accept will continue. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I married the dickhead. Right. But why'd you marry him? Why'd you do that? Because you thought you loved him? Because you did love him. You know how much good I talk about Rick. Rick was my everything. He was my all. He was my everything. But he was still a dick. Okay. But I still loved him. Allowing is a part. Yeah, just allowing, yes, is part. Yep. A lot of people don't know exactly what I mean when I say, you know, what was your part in it, or you need to be accountable for your part in it. I didn't get it. When I first heard that, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't do nothing. It took me, it took me to wake up. Wait a minute, I missed something. I was shocked when I realized my part in something. Right. Yes. When I realized what that person was actually saying to me and what that really meant, and that was the part I played, I was floored. Yeah, yeah, completely. You mean your awakening, Desley? No freaking idea. Hold on. I'm thankful that I've found my grandparents' name for my grandchildren's future. Right? You know what? I don't know if I want to start that conversation. Never mind. As abused humans, we sometimes feel that that's how people show love, right? Yes, yes. It's yeah, it's true. You know that one of the statements is that really gets to me is, and I say it all the time too, but one of this statement right here. Well, that's just how they are. That's just how they are. That bothers me because right there, you're accepting that behavior. You're allowing that behavior. Well, they show love that way. That's just how they are. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That may be, but you're allowing them to do that to you. You're allowing them to love you that way. You're saying to them it's okay by saying, well, that's just the way they are. So you're choosing to stay there and choosing to be loved in that manner. That's your part in it. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's part of it. Exciting new opportunities ahead. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, that's good. Does size matter? Yes. Oh my God, yes. All right, let's shift this conversation. Thank you, Amy. Yes, I believe size matters. So does the vibration. Desley, this has been Desley's want from me from like almost a year ago, I think. Maybe only 6 months. I don't know. Time has no meaning to me. But she's yeah, she wants to have a big girls sex conversation on Zoom or Facebook. It doesn't matter to me. Trust you? Who? Trust me? Trust your heart. Trust your soul. Because that's what's going to tell you what's right for you. And temperatures. So true. Yes. Now that's truth right there. Oh, I love it. My dildo agrees. Add me, girls. Definitely wants some friend requests. Leona, I sent you a friend request, by the way. I do that to you. I don't say her full name. I only say half of it. Leona Sue. I'm sorry. And color. Well, I don't know. Color doesn't make a difference. To some it does. I am dead. What? You can still talk. We gotta get glow in the dark. That's right. What are those glow in the dark bracelets and the things you shake to get to glow? Black is best. For some. Anyway, if you cut one of those open, the necklaces that are those small tubes or the bracelets, You cut the tip off and you go like this, and then you turn your lights off. It's all over your walls and it glows. And you know what? It disappears the next day. I was so upset. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to clean this mess. I turned on the light and we couldn't see it at all. I was like, well, maybe I'm not going to have to clean this mess, right? Only when the light's off does it show. That works for me. It went away. It just, yeah, it evaporates. So you don't even have to clean it up. Didn't leave a stain on the wall, nothing. Yep. Just don't get it in your eyes or drink it or anything. Color doesn't matter as long as I can envision. What is it? Idris Elba attached to it? I don't even know who that is. You have to send me a pic. Don't get me started. You gotta go. All right. Well, thank you for being here. I hope it wasn't too much of a detrimental or traumatizing conversation. I hope I was able to help some. I know you helped a lot. Oh, wait. What was the name of that witch? I had forgotten. What was the name of that witch? Or that type of witch. Sorry. So you can find it in the dark. That's right. You don't have to get up and turn off the lights. It's been a while. Yeah. Yep. LB sent me some names of some dating sites that I could try. she said for just sex or casual or for dating. And I thought it said for just sex or casual dating. Or something like that, or casual sex. And I can't remember now. I think it was casual dating or sex. And I was like, yeah. I didn't know there was an or. I was like, yeah, that's what it is. That's what I want. On the balls. Oh, how about the COC? Deathly. I'm gonna start a coven. It's gonna be named the COC. The crazy old crones. Men are they are, aren't they? They're way worse than women. Right? Oh my gosh. Has it been 2 months already? That's crazy. It has been. Leona, weren't you the one that asked about that type of witch? And we found out it was a type of healer? Okay. There's something else I'm supposed to talk about, and I don't think it has to do with sex. But COC, that's right. Oh, yes, we do need men. No, nah. Sorry, but that is not my belief. Nope. I like men. I like penises. We have our coven. Yes, we do. The fire talkers, yes. And the hate witches, yes. Am I pronouncing that right? Guidance. Do you know anything about hate witches and fire talkers? I'm gonna write that right down. I write that right now. Write down. I'm gonna write it right down. Okay, I got there we go. The fire is already down. Hate. There we go. HAI. So like paint, but hate. Witches. I didn't why didn't I Google that? I Googled the fire talkers. No, not haunt. HA. Here, I'll post it. Hold on. This one. There, it's up on the thing. They're helpful. I'm short too. Not that any man has ever helped me reach anything, okay, without complaining, but how come you're on bed bedwetting? Patricia, autocorrect got you. I love it. My phone does that to me so often. What makes you believe in curses? Can't say that I have. Okay. Amy said, what makes you believe in curses? Who? Me? I don't believe in curses. I don't. Bed rest. I would have to explain, Amy. Oh, is that something Desley asked? Hold on. Desley. Zoom soon. Hey, does anyone know how to remove a curse? Yes. Yes. Lots of us do. I would have to explain. Well, explain. Or is it too long of a story? You need to be the one on the live to explain it all. Some stories are like that. It did say bedwetting on accident. It auto corrected her. 3 surgeries in 2 months. Yep. Haven't peed the bed yet though. And both you and Mark are happy for that. Um, I personally don't believe in curses. Well, I do. I believe in intent. And I believe that our beliefs have intentional energy. And if we believe in curses, then they exist wholeheartedly. Yes, me personally, I don't believe anybody could curse me until it happens. Then I'll believe, and maybe I am cursed though. I don't know. I used to believe I was cursed till I realized that half of those curses I created. It was easy. He'd get you out. You'd be sleeping on that little patio out front where you smoke. You are to be weak. I don't believe that either. I believe weak or strong. Women are immensely powerful, way more powerful than men. Maybe not physically. Some of them are, but we create life, Desley. We create life. We grow life in our bellies, and we give life without complaining most of the time, even though it hurts like hell. No man could do that. Their pain, scientifically, men's pain threshold is way lower than women's because we have to have a high threshold in order to pop out them babies. You know what I mean? It's been proven scientifically. This is on a man. Okay. And I believe that, yeah, I just don't believe in weak or strong. I think you're a stronger person for showing weakness and vulnerability than somebody who doesn't. I think that a person, and I stuff all the time. So don't get me wrong. I believe that it takes way less courage and way less strength to stuff than it does to actually feel those feelings and put them out there and be vulnerable. Right? After the first one, I really, fuck that, I'm done. Especially, yeah, my first one. We won't go there. Yeah, you're still giving me trouble. Definitely. We are warrior princesses. We only keep our men around to procreate when we want to. Procreate. What word do you find in happiness, Desley? Happiness. Penis. Happiness. It's what makes me happy. Well, temporarily, of course. My accent. No, in the post that I posted, I swear to God, it said click here at 8, right? And I put the link for this live or the last one, but I totally read dick here at 8. And I pointed it out to LB and she goes, yeah, it looks like that's what it says. So yeah, that's what my live was going to be about. Dick here. There's going to be dick here at 8. We all have protection throughout our homes to avoid the negative energy. Yeah. Yeah. We all have all things if we believe it. It's all about that belief and that willpower and that intention and the thought and the feeling we put behind it. I was quite disappointed to get here at 8. There was no dick. I was so excited for a long time. I think next week we're going to talk about affirmations and labels. Labels. Like, are you psychic? I am all things. I am all things. I am everything. I can accomplish everything. I can do everything. I am. That's my affirmation. I am. I am all things. I am bad. I'm good. I am light. I am dark. I am balance. I am all things. Vaginas. Squirrel. Is there a warrior god dating website? We should create that. I will take 2, please. That's awesome. Let me down in a major way. Wait, Karen, what did she say? What let you down in a major way? Karen. Oh, the dot connected. I get it. I get it. That's so funny. I'm happy to be a crone. I know, me too. Yeah, there's some labels that I carry very proudly. Yep, very honorable or honored to carry EU labels, right? It depends, but see that too. It's all about our perspective and what emotion we've attached to it. Because for years I refused to be labeled a psychic because I'm so much more than that, and so is everybody else in my eyes. Don't stunt me with your stupid human labels. You know what I mean? But I had to in order to get anywhere. And I realize that it's okay as well because I am here having that human experience, and that part of that is being labeled. That's part of the experience. So I accepted it and I moved on. I haven't moved on. I'm still bitter. I'm still upset about it, but I'm getting through it. Yes. Slowly but surely. I still have that action, that thought, that immediate. That's what I was talking about earlier. Well, I don't mind the goddess label. See? Yeah. I don't mind being a goddess. I don't mind being a queen. I don't mind being. What did Leona say? For some reason, where'd it go? I lost. Oh, here it is. Crone. I don't know why that didn't come to my brain. I'm getting tired. I like that label too. Yeah, here too. The first time a shaman called me grandmother, I cried like a baby. I was so honored. I I was shocked and I was honored, and I just cried like a baby. I was just so grateful. I was like, wow. I didn't believe him, but I did. If I didn't believe him, I wouldn't have cried. I wouldn't have taken it to heart so much. That was an honor. That was like the greatest honor to me at that time. That was, you couldn't get any higher than that. I still kind of feel that way. Yeah. But I am grandmother. I am all things. I mean, I was a dinosaur. I was a T Rex. I've got proof in my on my body. I believe that we are all things, and I believe more. Um. Okay. Question: Do you live up to your labels, or do you reject your gifts just to fit in for everyone to think about? Oh, is that a question for everybody to think about? That's a good question for everybody to think about. Yeah. Right. I talked about that right before I came on, didn't I, Amy? Because I don't talk a lot about my gifts, and I don't like to label myself. I don't like to, you know, I I just don't. I don't think that words come anywhere close to explaining the vastness of what we are and what we are capable of. And so I don't knock myself down to fit into those labels. You know what I mean? Just because you want me to. Because I'm so much more than that. And so are you. I wish you could see yourself through my eyes. Um, my daughter had, wait a minute. Oh, that's so awesome. Congratulations, Grandma. To be a grandmother to a shaman is quite different, but yeah. I want to post this question. No, I forgot what I was saying about it. But that's oh, about me coming up here and standing tall in my truth. I don't have a problem telling anybody what gifts I have, what I'm capable of doing, because I can do anything if I know what it is. But even when I don't know the label, so many times in my life, somebody came to me and said, "Are you this or can you do this?" I'm like, "Well, what is that?" Like Reiki, for instance. Yeah, I'm rolling my eyes at this, but I got a hair in my mouth. I have been doing distance energy healing for as long as I can remember, many, many years. And along came Reiki that you just can't do unless you're attuned by a master and shared the knowledge and shared the symbols. I didn't even know about the symbols. I didn't really research it enough to know the difference. I just knew that they had patented that name and they owned it. That's all I needed to know because it wasn't any different than crystal distance energy healing or distance energy healing. And it so happened somebody paid for me to become a Reiki master. So I went through the course and it taught me nothing. I didn't feel any different after the attunement because I had been attuned from birth. I questioned it. I went to many, many Reiki people saying, why? I've been doing this forever and I am just as strong, if not stronger, than a lot of people because I believe it, because it's in my intention and it's sent with love. That's all. That's all. And nobody owns energy. Nobody. They own the name Reiki. And they may own them symbols that they created. But, and I knew the symbols, even though I didn't know I knew the symbols, because I practice Reiki. I just didn't know I was. Because I followed my heart. I did what my guides told me to do and what, you know, came in my meditations. My grandmother taught me healing before I knew of the name Chi. That's what I know it as. It's Chi. Yep. I love it. Qigong. I just know it as Chi. But nobody will hear me call it Chi. It was just thought healing. Exactly. That's, yes. That is so beautiful. I love that. It comes from source, the source energy, okay? Let's think about that for a minute. Yeah, channel Reiki. Let's think about that. Source energy. We can channel source energy. We are source energy. We are. We are energy. We are all connected. We are one. I don't care if you're a Palladian or a Syrian or a human or a dog or a tree or this table. We are all connected. We are all a piece of each other. When I look at you and I tell you I love you, I'm looking at the reflection of me because you are my reflection. You are me. And when you look at me and you say, I love you, and you believe it, you feel it because you do. Next time you go to look in the mirror in the morning, tell me that you love me. Okay. That's everybody's exercise for this week. We are all just reflections of each other. And we're all beautiful. And we're all just trying to make it. We're just trying to figure it out. And we need to support each other no matter what. No matter what. Even if we don't believe the same thing, because what works for you doesn't work for me. And that's okay. It doesn't make it wrong or right. It just is. Cosmic protons. Yep. Quantum. Quantum energy. Quantum physics. I'm going to close up shop. We've been on this one. It says 14 minutes again. It did say 70 some a minute ago. I've only been talking for 14 minutes, guys. I love that. Cosmic protons. Yep. I have so many certificates, so they just mean nothing. But they do. To other humans, they mean something. But in all reality, they don't mean anything. And they limit me. They limit me. We know about the quantum fertile. What? the the quantum fertile? Am I reading that right? Oh, the field. Yes, yes. That fertile field. Almost 2 hours on this one. Yeah, and it was It was a while. Well, I started right at 8. What time is it now? And my phone don't want to work, so I don't know. I love you too. Love you too, Karen. I love you, Desley. Goodbye, my sister. Great watching. You were just talking about me? That's awesome. Who were you talking to me about? I'm curious now. Rest well, my friends. Dream in colors. Oh, I love it. You and I need to talk more. Battery dying? That's too bad. I love all you guys. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for listening to my babble. Thank you for contributing knowledge. I learned a lot tonight. Yep. I'm going to learn more too as soon as I look up that the Haint Witches. Yeah. For you to know. I love you. All right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. All right. Stop stream. Oh, I got to hit the button twice. There we go. Okay.